Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm going to give a presentation on taphophiles, which are also known as tombstone tourists, cemetery enthusiasts, or grave hunters. Taphophiles such as myself enjoy grave rubbings, photography, art, and the history of famous deaths. One thing taphophiles like to do is grave rubbings. This practice is to create an image using the surface features of the stone on paper. Common items used for grave rubbings include charcoal, wax, graphite. I personally like to use wax. Using large crayons works just fine. That's what I've done. I get a large piece of paper. You can either hold it or tape it on the stone. Some people also wash the stones before they do their grave rubbings, but I feel weird about washing other people's graves. I would wash my family's stones, but only my family. And so I urge you to try that. So get a crayon, a large piece of paper, and rub your family stones. My favorite gravestones were used by the 17th century grave makers. They're called death heads. A death head often has wings or large crossbones. Some have speculated that the winged skulls were intended to symbolize a combination of physical death and spiritual reincarnation. I really prefer going to old cemeteries. They give me a wonderful feeling inside that new cemeteries don't do. Living in New England is perfect for taphophiles, like myself. One of my favorite cemeteries is the Old Burial Ground in York on 1A. It's a good place to start for new cemetery lovers. There's history and websites you can look up before you go. It has a wonderful gravestone of Mrs. Nason. Her husband erected a headstone, a footstone, and placed the heavy stone slab between them, covering the ground over her body. Another favorite of mine is the Old North Cemetery in Portsmouth. It was founded in 1751. There's a sign when you first get there that gives you a little bit of history on the people that are buried there. Most people in cemeteries were wealthy. Sometimes gravestones cost just as much as homes back then. It's pretty crazy. So a lot of poor people didn't have stones, only the rich. Okay. I know this seems like a really weird hobby, but it's a lot of fun walking in old cemeteries. If you get a chance to do it, please try. Start looking at the old dates and names. And sometimes I like to get coffee and just sit in the cemetery. A few weeks ago, I was by myself, and I went to a cemetery and got a cup of coffee and sat in there. And I was just watching it rain leaves and looking at the headstones. I know it's not skydiving, which might